Morning. Hope everyone is doing good. So I took a loss, shorted from here. Um, was expecting it to drop lower. So I shorted from here and booked my loss here. $137 in loss. We are 7 minutes away from the news driver, unemployment claims. So we'll be seeing to interact after that. 4 p.m. President Trump speaks today. So in the 4 hour, if you see, as I told yesterday, that this was the target and it was provided, delivered by the price. So currently we are trading inside the SIBI, which we have filled on both ES and NQ. So that is why I shorted it from here, but looks like it wants to retrace and price higher before the news driver. Let's see. 5 minutes away from unemployment claims data. Okay. Dropping from the 5 minute CB again. Three minutes away from the data. 2 minutes away now from news driver. I'm waiting on the unemployment claims data. Let's look at the daily. So it looks like this. All right, 1 minute away. I'm expecting it to initially make it go higher and then start dropping. That high move will be a manipulation. Let's see. 20 seconds away now. We have also got President Trump speaking at 2 p.m. today. So be careful in the PM session if you play PM sessions. Actually 4 p.m. it is. Yeah, 4 p.m. So market will be about to be closed. All right, for the news driver is here. Drops lower initially on both. Let's check how BXY is playing out and connecting. Initially dropped on the news. I'll go for this inefficiency on yes. Let's see how this fair value gap is being used here. We can from the first present a fair value gap from yesterday. I believe it still needs to do more damage towards the higher side. Let's see. Working in this wick on both. Let's see how it reacts around the consequent encroachment of this wick. This volume imbalance on both. Trying long here again. Looking yes to trade inside this inefficiency before dropping lower. Closes below that volume imbalance, referring this volume imbalance on ES now. Looks like it's coming for the consequent encroachment on ES of the wick. Not holding this volume imbalance bullishly anymore. Stopped out. Give it a little going. It's King 140 here. Has traded to the consequent encroachment. Should now, if it shows me strength, I might add more. Looks strong here. That's nice. Really wanted to close bullishly. Do not like our EAS coming back into the wick section. Working on this volume imbalance, should close above this. Comes back, reacts bearishly. That's not good for us. Not showing this trend that I wanted to show. Yes, looks like it is also going to, like, we are going to be stopped out here. But ES can also do this SMT, and NQ can trade to the consequent encroachment only and then start running higher. Let's see, because ES has not taken this while NQ has taken this. Now if this is gone, if held on ES, there is volume imbalance. This is held bullishly. I'm going to add. I'm adding. Currently risking 260 on this. $280. Looks like we are going to be stopped out here. good bounce. Want it to be sustained here. This bullish momentum looks weak again. ES has taken this high. Should trade into this to trap these shorts that were positioned before the news driver. That is how I'm looking at the market. This partial will cut off my loss from earlier if provided. Should continue higher from here. Looking good from here. Let's see if it continues higher or not. We are also 4 minutes away from macro. Working on these volume imbalances now and discount array. Use this volume imbalance nicely. I'm going to reduce my risk here. It's okay. I know I'm choking it. It can test the 0.25, but should be alright. Still risking $200 on this. Yes, retested the first presenter fair value gap from yesterday and reacting bearish. Again. It's not how I wanted it to react, to be honest. And NQ is falling as a... Let's see how this closes. Nah, I don't like the close. ES is back in the wick and NQ closed below this volume imbalance. So I'm not liking it right now. Still going to stick with my stop. Not looking good. Yeah, stop out here. Just the first minute of macro. Yes, refers the consequent encroachment again inside macro. First minute of macro. Delivered prices into discounts. See what is it going to do. Let's look at the hourly candle. We're about to close the hourly candle. Not looking too good. Not liking the close. Should pump higher in the last 15 seconds. Looks like it's filling this volume imbalance. For the first presented fair value gap on Wednesday on ES. It's got this small VC. So those are going to be my partials right now. Let's see. If the market is going to be nice enough to us or not. Yes, still needs to take this post news high. Three points away from my first partial. Yes, pumping higher, and you should follow. Market is staying in the range for too long, to be honest. It should have already done this. We are 5 minutes in the macro already. 5 minutes in 9 o'clock open. Look at yes 1 hour. Alright. Shouldn't be dropping again. Maybe it wants to tag this now. Yes. Working on this volume imbalance on NQ. Yes, should close above this. Closed above, that's nice. See if it wants to continue higher from here. Looks like ES wants this to be tagged. If we're running any higher, that will drop the prices to my entry level again. NQ still trying to respect that volume imbalance bullishly after trading inside this volume imbalance. Alright, drops lower on NQ and ES both. And closes bullishly. Let's see if it wants to continue higher or drop from here. The movement towards the downside seems to be really speedy. Looks like it can be the change of in market structure as well from here, which will stop us out. That's like that is what is going on. Should have taken all my profits at the top of this news. Never took the news high on ES. I was expecting ES to be trading inside this, but looks like it is just going to fall now. To take the news low and these lows, especially on NQ, it can find some support towards the consequent encroachment. Still going to stick with my stop. Referring this week, both on ES and NQ. I like to study this. Yep, not nice. Took a loss. Are they seriously going to run it higher from here? And it's going to be hilarious for me. Seriously, man, it is running higher from here. Didn't even read as the upper quadrant of the wick on NQ. Unlucky stop out there. That is why you should never choke your trade and give it enough room. No, man, not in a position. So you should be able to see my P&L. I took 2 losses. I am currently in $353 loss for the day. So just waiting on some sort of confirmation. I was long from here. I expected it to drop from here till here at least. But when it dropped until the consequent encroachment of this wick on ES, I thought that it is going to take these lows because it never took the overnight lows here, just like it did on NQ. So yeah, I strangled my trade here, got stopped out here, and now it's continuing towards my target. That was my first partial, 23,615. And my terminus was this first presenter fair value gap from Tuesday on NQ. On ES, I think it can trade until here. So, yep, that is how I'm looking at the market right now. We are 25 minutes away from market open. Thanks, man. How are you doing though? Morning. Where are you from? Do you trade NASDAQ and ICT concepts as well? So I trade here every day at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time whenever there is no news driver at 8:30. Whenever there is a news driver at 8:30, I'm live by 8:30. So if you trade NASDAQ or ES or use ICT concepts to read the market, you can give it a subscribe and hit that bell icon so that you know whenever I'm going live. And it's always good to know new traders through the chat. So yeah, feel free to drop some messages and let's get to know each other. Oh, okay, that's nice. And what theology do you use to read the markets? Oh, all right. Oh, good to know, brother. So like to study this, expecting the first quadrant here. I'm taking a long here. Taking this as my stop. I believe it should be working as a breaker here. Yes, it's dropping. I do not like that. I'm expecting yes to trade inside the consequent encroachment at least of the wick. Thanks a lot, man. Thanks for subscribing. Really appreciate it. It really encourages me as a new creator here. And it will be good to know you more and trade with you. I'm also active over Twitter, so if you are active there, we can get in touch. We are trading inside this city, which I want to be bullishly inverted here on NQ to this first presented fair value gap. Yes, traded above the first quadrant. Oh, that's nice. I don't use social media for my personal, presence as well. It's just my this trading thing. It's too distracting, man, and the level of time it wastes. So it is referring the consequent encroachment now, while NQ has not made a higher high. So I might look to book my profits here, but it might trade inside this. It's going to reduce my risk. We are 20 minutes away from market open. So have you been trading gold for the last 5 years, or have you been swapping? So I started with crypto and then discovered prop firm, then discovered ICT's YouTube channel. All right, he is pushed higher, about to take the news high. So if it does take the high and NQ still remains in this, I will close my position here. It is just filling in this volume imbalance. So nothing to worry about on this retracement. Just sticking with with one market for 5 years must have given you like really good experience. And one of the key is to just stick with one market for the time being until you are consistent in it. All right, correcting. Also got this BC on ES. Aha, another stop out. If it doesn't hold on an ES and trades to this, we will be stopped out here again. Nah, not really trading at my best today. Oh, I love economics as well and all of those. Um, That's nice, brother. That's nice. Good luck with all your future endeavors. Looks like they are ready to drop it lower now using this BC as duration version, I believe. Let's see. I should have taken my profit there. It's just that because of this volume imbalance, I thought that it is retracing just to fill this and won't be trading into this BC until it takes the high. That is what got me stuck to it and ended up being stopped out. Yeah, I only trade New York kill zones as well. It's just that whenever we have a news impact driver at 8:30, I start my day after that. Other than that, I usually play the first presented fair value gap strategy by ICT. So yeah, it only starts after 9:30 a.m. Once we get our first presented fair value gap, then I look for entry or participation there. We are in premium from yesterday's regular trading hour closing price. 6370 is the close yesterday on ES. We are currently trading at 6410 and on NQ it is 23406. Currently we are trading in 200 points of premium. So that is why I'm expecting a drop as we are approaching the close to the open time. Seems like it is using this BC to be inverted bearishly. Have you ever tried NASDAQ or any other futures? Right back in that fair value gap. Hmm. Yeah, man, just stick to whatever is working with you, for you, sorry. That's the best way to trade, I think. Should this be an order block here? As this should have changed the state of delivery if they want to drop it lower from here. Looks like now they want to push for highs. We are 10 minutes away in market open. Good read, man. Ah, it's going to stay patient. Are you talking about these fair value gaps? Yeah, seems like they are continuing the run higher. That is why I was a little hesitant to enter short here, because this candle was really didn't look like that they wanna drop it lower. But it's already a busy, bro. Both of them are busy. So if you are thinking of them to be inverted bullishly, that is what they were supposed to do. So it won't be inverted, right? It's a busy. Just like it colored outside the box, referred this order block. Okay, referred this wick. Yeah. All good, sir. So close above the consequent encroachment here, if you see. So if we look at the 4 hour again, this is how the NQ looks and this is how the ES looks. Currently trading inside this SIBI. Refer the consequent encroachment again and close below it. I'm going short here. Yes, should respect this volume imbalance on ES. Closing it here. Ah, come on, man. Yeah, come on. Yeah, that wasn't a good try. So currently I'm trading with the prop firms, brother. FundedNext and Take Profit Trader. Alright, that's cool. Cut back some of my losses. Looks like it is going to drop much lower now. Ah, that's nice. That's nice. I used to trade with FTM when I discovered the prop firms and all. You're just 4 minutes away from market open. I know, brother. I know. It's just like 9:25 is already in, so we are just 4 minutes away from the open, right? And the main reason for me shorting was the fact that we are in premium open. So what it can do is take off these highs just towards the close of the open, and that is not what I wanted to do. Just wanted to cut off some of my losses from earlier in the session. So yeah, thanks, man. You need to be knowing in this thing what you are doing. So just because it was very close, usually what it does, like if it wants to fill in the gap before the open, it usually starts at around 9:10. So because we are just 3 minutes away from open and it has not really, displaced towards the lower side, I was like, it can, sweep highs one more time around open or at open. And either ways we will be getting a huge premium opening gap, so that should allow us to set up something good for ourselves once the market opens. So let's see. I'm originally from Pakistan, brother, but I am living in Australia right now. Came here as an international student 3 years back. Where are you from? Alright, looks like it is going to give us our profit that we were targeting. That is 30 points. Alright, sweeps the lows on ES. Now let's see how it reacts over the consequent encroachment. This low has been swept. Okay. Now you see it left the high of the news being not taken. So the buy side is still resting there while the sell side pre-news has been taken. So let's see if it wants to, continue the run higher from here to take the highs. And in the meanwhile, NQ can find some sort of support either from the upper quadrant or consequent encroachment. If not, if it continues to keep dropping lower, that will be the opening range gap fill model. Yeah. All right, oh brother, nice to know you. How is it in Israel these days? Is it all back to normal? That war thing and all of that? So ES took the low, now trading back into the VIX section. Let's see if they want to invert this bullishly on NQ. Sorry to hear about that, bro. Hope everything gets sorted out soon. Alright, market opens. Let's mark our opening range gaps. 23,406, 23,406, opening range gap, opening range gap. Sorry. So, 6370, 6370, opening range gap. Let's see how it looks on a higher time frame. 40H. Alright, we're currently in this. Okay. I'm Christian or Jewish. I'm a Christian Russian. Yeah, brother, it doesn't really matter. At the end of the day, we are the same in creation. So, yeah. I'm taking short here, taking this as my stop, risking $200 here. Instant stop out. Doo -doo -doo. Traded to the consequent encroachment and then rallied higher. Yes, referred the consequent encroachment again. Thanks a lot, man. Thanks a lot. Thank you for subscribing. It was all good to know you, and it will be really good to know you in the future and to see you over the stream. Have a good day. Take care. Stay safe. Cheers. It is going for the news high on ES. Can continue to these as well. ES is dropping after making the equal highs. We have got our first presented fair value gap on ES. It's a huge one. Ninety 65. Because the gap opening is so big that we might not even be able to see a trade inside of it. Let's see how ES reacts inside this. That's bullish. Going long here. So again, I'll just stop out here if ES doesn't hold the fair value gap. Not really liking this. Close it here if it allows me. Ah, still buy a few ticks there. Just want to get out of this asset. Not really liking this. Okay, that's good. Going short here. I'm expecting it to drop to the news low on NQ now. This is how the 4-hour looks with 30 minutes. The closing as a bullish candle. Will it follow? Yes. Ah, looks like it does not want to trade inside the opening range gap. Ah, okay. I'm closing off my day here. Not really my day. Made enough losses, $750 on all 10 accounts. That is $7,500 loss. So just going to close my day here. And see you guys tomorrow. Cheers. Have a good day. Stay safe.